Hey boss, thank you for being with me today. I am going to share with you 4 simple tips on how to build your resilience. And resilience is defined as the ability to bounce back from things that don't go as planned. It's learning from your mistakes and being able to see, okay, I need to change a few things next time so I don't repeat what has already happened. So you are focused on change. You are also, when you are resilient, you are building your confidence and your inner strength. And all these things will help you be more successful and not, wallow in, the mistakes that are made, because we are going to make mistakes. We are human beings. I'm not perfect. You are definitely probably not perfect either. So knowing that mistakes happen and we have to figure out how to correct those mistakes so they don't happen again and become more resilient in how we think and act. So I am Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to share with you 4 simple tips on how to build your resilience. And this information is coming directly from the American Psychological Association. And I wanted to start with the first tip I have for you is to build your connections. So you need to surround yourself with people who are going to be supportive, who are going to really listen to you, have your support group, your private, personal cheerleaders, which is always good. You're going to have that person want to be empathetic. You want to be able to open up and share, what's on your mind and not fear that you're going to be judged. They're going to validate your feelings. They're not going to tell you, oh, it's all in your head. This didn't happen just to you. It's, this is just, just a normal thing. So you want someone who is going to really be there for you and be your support person. Also, you also want to make sure that you don't isolate yourself. Some action steps I want to share with you is don't isolate yourself. And one way you cannot isolate yourself is to really make a point. Be intentional in, hey, I'm going to go out to lunch with a really good friend of mine, or I'm going to schedule some time with my significant other or my spouse, or sometimes whatever the situation can be, but you really want to be able to make sure whoever you want to really open up with, that they are trustworthy and that they're not going to judge you. They're not going to share, the personal things that you are experiencing with anybody else. And with that, when you actually schedule that time and share what you're going through, it will allow them to be able to support you in in your feelings and actions. Also, one other thing you can do is to join a group, and that could be a civic group, a church group. It can also be any other organization that you feel like is going to help you. But what you're doing is you are kind of creating a sense of belonging with other people, and you're also finding a purpose for the people that you're hanging out with, that they're going to provide something for you that's going to help you build your resilience. Now, the second strategy, the second tip I have for you is to take care of yourself. And so when it comes to taking care of yourself, that means you need to get plenty of sleep. You need to actually eat well, exercise, and this is all really important because it will help with depression and anxiety. So make sure that you get plenty of sleep and do the other things as well. Another thing that you can do is turn your thoughts into something, or journal your thoughts on things that you are going on in your life. If you write them down, and you will see that some things are probably not as horrific or bad as what you think they are. One other thing you can do is meditate. So recently, just the other day, I was going on my YouTube channel and I noticed the advertisement for the YouTube video underneath mine was meditation. What they called it, guided meditations. So that's also a great way to do it. I know there are apps for it as well, but meditation is good way to help with resilience and to take care of yourself. Also focus on the positive aspects of your life. So one thing you can do, and I've done this in the past, is have a gratitude journal. Write down everything that you're grateful for. So it could be as simple as, hey, it's a sunny day and I'm grateful for a sunny day. Or it could be like yesterday was my son's 14th birthday. Hey, I was grateful that I was able to make his dinner that he requested to celebrate his birthday. Whatever it is, it does not have to be, a humongous or great, huge, big thing. It could be just something very little, like, hey, my irises are popping up because the weather's starting to get warm, and I'm grateful because I'm going to be seeing purple flowers soon. Little things have a huge impact. And if you can write down 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for on a daily basis, it will change your outlook. I promise you. Also, make sure that you surround yourself, like I said before, with good, supportive people that you can trust. Make sure that you don't put yourself in situations where you are around negative people or negative surroundings or places, because that will feed into you not being resilient. And also stay away from alcohol. It's a depressant. And drugs when you are, really feeling this way. They're not good for you. They are just kind of contributing to your feelings of failure. The third thing that you can do, the third simple tip for you, is to find your purpose. So when it comes to finding your purpose, figure out, one thing you can do is how you can help others. So I mentioned before about finding an organization or a church group that you might be able to help others. It could be something that you're passionate about when it comes to finding your purpose. Maybe you want to learn how to teach younger kids how to read, or maybe you want to help a women's shelter, or maybe you want to help feed the hungry, go to a soup kitchen, or help out at a food bank. Whatever it is, figure out what is really going to make you feel better about yourself. And this, one way to do that is to finding out which organizations or nonprofits or even other outside groups that can help you do that. Also, when it comes to finding your purpose, self-discovery is one way you can do it. And so ask yourself, what can I do about the problem in my life? I will tell you, I did this when our governor over a year ago shut down our state, and businesses were shutting down, closing temporarily. Everybody started working remotely. Networking groups, that's how I marketed my services, my coaching and advising services, was through networking. And all of a sudden that went away. So when it comes to asking yourself, what can I do differently about solving my problem? I actually thought about this question, and I went and spoke. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who eventually became my YouTube mentor, and we actually, talked about the whole thing. He gave me a couple books to read, but the key here is figure out what you can do differently. It's going to be a big goal. Setting up a YouTube channel and creating content that has value is a big deal, and it's a lot of work. But if you break it up into smaller pieces where you get to see those successes, and that helps you become more resilient because you achieve success. So the first for me was, hey, I'm having a conversation with Rich or Prince. And then the second simple step for me was read the 2 books that he suggested that I read. So whatever the steps are, they could be 10 or 20, but each time that you are successful in achieving them, that is going to help build resilience. One other thing that you can do is to help you move towards your goals is to also make sure that they are realistic goals. And when you think about realistic, it needs to be something that is not too lofty, because you really want to be successful, especially when it comes to building resilience. So think about the one thing that you can do that day and every day after that is going to help you achieve your goal. The fourth simple tip that I have for you on how to build your resilience is to embrace healthy thoughts. So when it comes to healthy thoughts, obviously thinking about what went wrong, the failure, that is not healthy. So you've got to change how you think about things. And so keeping your things in perspective by identifying examples of maybe you might not be really honest with yourself or irrational, like the world is out there to, be against me, or things never go my way. Those, if you really think about it and are honest with yourself, are not true. Those are just irrational thoughts that are just popping in your head that are preventing you from being resilient. So becoming more positive and optimistic in how you think about things is going to be a challenge when things don't go your way. But learning how to think about what you can do and what you see other people do is going to be key. And so when it comes to looking at how you interpret events and how you respond to them is going to help with your healthy thoughts. So feeling overwhelmed about a challenge, knowing and keeping it in perspective, knowing that it's only temporary, it's not permanent, and that you can overcome it is going to be very important. Also, accepting that change is going to happen. It is a part of life. Goals change, circumstances change. So focus on what you can control. I know I do this in every time that there is something that pops up that is not going my way. I ask myself, can I control the situation? If the answer is no, then I move on. I start thinking about, all right, what can I do to make sure that I can still get what I need? What is it that I need to do differently? Like the governor shutting down the state. I cannot control the governor. I would like to be able to control the governor, but that is not happening. So what can I do differently to still market myself? And hence the YouTube channel. So in really marketing myself, but it's really providing value. I'm really more concerned about providing value and helping people. And so when you think about things differently, you're going to be excited because things are going to show up that you never thought about. Another way you can do this is to create a vision board for yourself. Think about what it is that you want to accomplish. That goal can be represented by pictures, by words, phrases, but create a vision board for yourself and put it somewhere that you are going to look at every single day. And then focus on that and ask yourself, is this helping me achieve whatever those pictures are on your vision board? Also, what you can do is to learn from your past. Remind yourself where you've been and how far you have come. So you don't want to focus on the failures. You really want to focus on success. And just with this YouTube channel, for example, learning, focusing on, I knew nothing about YouTube when I first started. And now I've put up, I don't know, maybe 40 videos. So that is a lot that has been accomplished since September. And with that, there's a sense of success, there's a sense of self-pride, and knowing that, hey, I can do another one, or I can learn something else. It's all about and leads to that self-confidence and that sense of I can do it attitude when it comes to resilience. So just to recap real quickly, the 4 simple tips on how to build your resilience is 1, build your connections. 2 is take care of yourself. 3 is to find your purpose. And 4 is to embrace healthy thoughts. The last thing I want you to leave with today is to know that you have lots of aspects of your life that you can control, that you can change, and that you can grow from. So it's all up to you when it comes to how you're going to handle that. So hopefully you found some value in this, and if you did, please like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe, and last but not least, go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. Until next time, bye.